So no workshop this week. I'm just taking a walk. What is that? It's so big out here. I mean, I don't know what to do with myself. Maybe I should try and make something, you know. What's that? There's stones. You know, I could use some stones. Maybe some sticks. Yeah, I mean, who needs a workshop? Who needs a work? I can just make stuff out here, you know. What is that? Why is it so bright? Armature wire. Look, there's someone's just left all this armature wire lying around. Yeah, if I just take it in. All I need now is some glue. Mud. Nature's PVA. I could use this. Yeah, who needs a workshop? You know, I got the sticks, I got the stones, I got the glue. You know, the world is my workshop. I can make whatever I want. Hold on a minute. Hello? Oh, the workshop's ready. Oh, thank for that. All right, I'm coming. Get lost, sticks. So I'm back in the workshop. Yeah, they didn't really change much. I mean, the depth of field is a bit softer, isn't it? Welcome to episode 12 of Bill Making Stuff. Today will be a collaboration episode. I will be collaborating with the son of Stud himself. My bud, the Stud, the Mr. Studio, my buddy Studdy, and my study buddy. Today I will be collaborating with Studson Studio. He makes great stuff, from Studio Ghibli animations to games I've never heard of. And this is how it happened. I spoke to him last week. I'll just show you the clip.
Before we roll the beauty shots, make sure you leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to see me craft. Oh, well, we've got a suggestion here already. Let's read it.
Dear Mr. Studio, my name's Bill and I have a channel called Bill Making Stuff. I make stuff on it. The reason I'm writing is to talk about the blatant ageism I receive from your content. Being a 76-year-old Englishman, I have no idea what you're going on about half the time. Animal Crossroads, this, Breath of the Wind, that. How about you make something from the golden age of gaming? Classic games like Metroid on the NES, you know, Double Dragon. Games from a time when gaming was manly. Manly games like Kirby's Adventure. So judging by that angelic voice and those soft childish hands, you're like, what, 12 years old? So I don't hold it against you. Let's make something together. Let's make something cool. Something from a time when cool wasn't ironic. Something from a time when all you needed were 8 bits. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know. This is Bill from Bill Making Stuff. P.S. Love your work, don't change a thing. And where do you get your hand moisturizer from? Love you, bye.
Okay, Mr. Making Stuff, let's do it.
So we both love retro gaming, or just gaming in my case. Retro if you're, 12 years old like Studson. So I decided to make a build based on Metroid on the NES. One of my favourite games as a kid. I was always fascinated that they named the whole game after this little jellyfish thing that floated around. As a kid, that was fascinating to me. So full of wonder back then. And Studson's going to be building a Meta Knight from Kirby's Adventure. He's always going on about that game. He loves that game. He played it so much when he was a kid. He told me so. There are no rules. This is a friendly collaboration. You can use whatever you want to scratch build an 8-bit character from a game. Yeah, that's it. Let's start building. Okay, so the main bulk of my build this week is going to be this clear plastic Christmas bauble. I guess you're supposed to stick something inside it.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, hello, Studson. I forgot you were there for a minute. Yes, so Studson's here for the whole build. He's just going to throw in a little bit of commentary from time to time.
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you, I guess. So the main thing I need to do is cut some holes in this plastic bauble. So So I tried a heat gun and some scissors, and that didn't work at all. Thought if I could kind of melt it and then sand it, maybe I can get a smooth edge, but no, that didn't work either. So then I decided to use my extremely cheap hot knife thing for cutting XPS foam. And that didn't cut cleanly at all, so yeah, if anyone knows how to cut plastic like this, you know, let me know in the comments.
Keep it up, Bill, right on.
Yeah, thanks Dudgeon, cheers, yeah, that was really helpful. So another problem I had with these baubles is they would expand with heat and shrink and not connect anymore. So you avid viewers, from a couple of weeks ago, you may remember I used this expanding foam for my hermit crab monster. I thought I'd use it again. I had some left over.
What's that you're using?
It's a craft knife, Stutson. You know, just your generic craft knife. But that was quite obvious.
Is that paint?
Yes, yes it is, Stutson. Well done.
What kind of paint is that?
That's acrylic paint, Stutson. Yeah, if you could just let me get on with the narration. So using that foam, I ended up with a couple of Metroid burgers I wasn't too happy with, so I just went back to regular XPS foam. That's what you get for trying something new, Bill.
What's that thing?
It's a nail file that I use to sand. Really, Stutson, could you just be quiet over there for a bit?
What's that tool called?
Oh, you don't know what a pencil is, Stutson. Here, take this toy, go over there, and just sit in the corner and play, will
Do
you?
you have any snacks?
I think there's a bag of seaweed crackers back there. Just go on, off you go. Well, I never thought I'd say this, but a 4H pencil can be useful. And by useful, I mean you can use it to draw lines on your Metroid model's gums.
What color paint is that?
Well, it's the colour that's on the bottle, Stutson. This, you know, it's that colour. So I guess I should say wear a mask when sanding XPS foam. But you know, do what you want. You're grown up. Unless you're not, wear a mask, kid.
Can I try real quick?
No, you can't, Stutson. So using the 4H pencil, I drew some more lines in the teeth, and I wanted to seal it in. This is my brown Mod Podge. I just mixed brown paint with Mod Podge. I know what you're thinking. Revolutionary, Bill, revolutionary. Oh, thank you very
You're
much.
the best in the biz, Bill.
What did I say to you, Stutson? Get back in there.
Can I have some milk?
No more milk. So I'm painting as I go, because I know when I assemble this thing, I'm going to get paint and glue all over the clear bauble, and I don't want to do that. I'll talk about that more later. So a patron sent me this little pot of paint, and I think it's older than me. But you know, it works. If you'd like to be a patron, by the way, just click on that link below. So the patrons get exclusive videos, they get to see my concept art, they get behind the scenes vlogs, and yeah, I even put my soundtracks up there for you to download. So if you're interested, please join my Patreon. Shameless.
I'm tired. Are you almost done?
Nearly done. Yeah, nearly done.
Can you take me home now?
So I've wanted to use this LED light for a while, and I thought the Metroid would be perfect. So I'm just going to take this and stick it right in there. I know what you're thinking. how am I going to get a USB powered LED light to put in my Metroid that I'm not going to be making? Well, how do we get anything in life? You know, pound shop. Just today, I found these LEDs that are USB powered in the pound shop. They're reading lights, I think, and I bought some and I've stashed them away. You just got to keep your eyes open and just look for stuff. Just keep looking for stuff you can use. You know, and if your wife doesn't mind, just stash it away somewhere, you know, hoard it, you know, or, you know, don't ask her and then she will just go. But, you know, I can just hoard whatever I like now. Just get on with the build. This is uncomfortable. So I got out of my box of spherical shapes, my eggs and my little Guinness widget balls there. And yeah, you just got to catch them. And I'm thinking, what are you doing in there? Spit him out. Come on. Spit him out. Oh.
Yay.
So for the insides, I don't really care about as much. I use the expanding foam from the can. So one of the best properties of this expanding foam that you get in a can is that you can squish it. You can squish it into whatever shape you want. It's pretty good in that sense.
This is no exaggeration, but you are exhibiting the highest level of talent and achievement that I have ever witnessed.
Look, I don't know what it is, Studson, but I just don't believe you.
I'm sorry, it's just my phony American accent. We can't help it.
Well, just be quiet until your mum comes to pick you up, okay? She's on her way. So I needed some pearl-shaped rhinestone stickers. You can get them in any shop that sells tat.
Looks easy. Can I try?
No, you cannot try.
Are you sure you want to put that there?
Look, don't you have your own build to be getting on with, Studson? So you can see what I'm going for. Just do that a few more times, and there we go. We have our Metroid raspberries. I don't know what you'd call them. So use a makeup brush for dry brushing. Oh, there's some foundation left on there. That's embarrassing. So this is a green gel that you use on lights, but you can use anything. You can find a sweet wrapper that's transparent and green. Or a candy wrapper. I mean, do I have to do that now? I have to say the English version of the word and then the American version?
That's great, Bill.
That doesn't really help me, Studson. Sometimes I don't think you're really there. You know, you just seem quite vacant.
That's great, Bill.
See what I mean? So at this point I went a bit glue gun crazy. I just wanted to cover the whole bottom of the model in glue, and then obviously it turns this horrible milky colour, so I had to paint that. But you know, it looks okay. Give it a dry brush later. So this is some red yarn or wool and some Mod Podge, and I wanted to make some veiny bits coming off my Metroid raspberries. I never thought I'd say that. So the idea was to twist up the yarn and soak it in Mod Podge. Hopefully it will harden after a little while. So after it dried, this little red Metroid vein is rock hard, and I thought I'd attach this rock hard red Metroid vein to some Metroid raspberries, and you know, I'm making sexual innuendos with a Metroid, and I never thought I'd be doing that. So you know, welcome to Bill making stuff.
Hey, Bill, come over here real quick.
What do you want, Studson?
Come a little bit closer.
Yeah? What?
You're doing so great. So
here we are. Here's my Metroid. It looks like a Metroid. I'm quite happy with the teeth and the insides. It's just the clear ball. I couldn't find any good way to cut it. I tried melting it and, you know, scissors, sanding it. None of it really worked. I mean, have a look. How many I went through, and I had to chuck them because a little bit of paint got on there. You know, I cleaned it, but it would smudge, or, you know, some super glue would get stuck on there, some hot glue, you know, scratches, it would crack. It was a nightmare. What do you think? Let me know. I still think I was right hoarding all those LED reading lights, despite what she said. She just cucumber shots. So a big thank you to my patrons. If you'd like your name animated at the end of an episode, then you know what to do. And here's the Metroid. You know, it lights up. It kind of looks like a Metroid. You know, it's okay. Go watch Studson's after this.
This is no exaggeration, but you are exhibiting the highest level of talent and achievement that I have ever witnessed. Gosh, I'm proud of you. And now, our feature presentation. And here's my Meta Knight made out of 50% garbage and 50% Gundam.
Do you mind?
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching.